Hello everyone, welcome back to the Primetime Gym. Today we are going to talk about the last portion of the shooting process, the follow through. So with me today I have got my fourth daughter, 8th grader, Audrey Wagner. Thanks for helping us out today, Audrey. Audrey doesn't have any high school stats to share, but she's won a ton of tournaments with her youth basketball team. They took first place at the WSICT state tournament as 6th graders at Manitowoc Lincoln, going a perfect 7-0, and Audrey was named to the all-tournament team and also won the Valders tournament 4 out of the 5 years that they competed. So again, thanks for helping us out, Audrey. First of all, with Audrey, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the follow-through, and I'm just going to remind everybody Audrey's a left-handed player, and so everything's going to be opposite as far as her shooting motion, but all of the characteristics are still all the same. So let's take a look at the follow-through. So here we are. We're at the point now where you've already had a successful catch, a quality load, and hopefully a good biomechanical shot, and it's time to have the follow-through action here. So let's go to our load position, Audrey, and let's just show you got your feet right, you're in your loaded position, you've got your shot line good, you put your eyes up on the rim for me, and everything's good with your fingers and your angle of your elbow and so on. So when we go up into that shot, so come on up out of that. When you come out of that loaded position and it's time for you to go into that shot, we talk about jump up, swing up, push up. Right? So jumping up would be lifting yourself out of the load with your legs and then swinging the ball up to this position, getting your elbow on the rim. Then the last part is pushing the ball up, right? So jump up, swing up, push up. When you push the ball up, you want to use your shoulder to lift your elbow up, and then what you want to do is you want to put your index finger, push it up and come down and meet your thumb. Some coaches have talked in the past about reaching up into that cookie jar, right? There's a cookie jar on the top shelf. You're going to reach in, grab an Oreo, right? And other people have said, hey, shoot with follow through so that you can shoot out of a phone booth, meaning like you're in a phone booth and you're straight up and down, you're not hitting against the wall of the phone booth, you're shooting up nice and high. Also, kind of if you look at from the side, if you just turn to the side a little bit, Audrey, right here we're looking at about 1 o'clock. Finish at 1 o'clock with your follow through. Those are other good suggestions to consider. So straighten yourself back out. So go ahead, jump up, swing up, push up, go ahead. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold your shooting hand up, and your offhand needs to get held up as well while you're in the air and very shortly after the ball is shot. And then as soon as you land and your feet touch the floor, you can just let that offhand drop, but hold your shooting hand up for a little bit. Now the eyes, okay, so go ahead, back up. Imagine the ball is coming to you. Your eyes are going to focus on the ball. See the ball all the way into your hands. Then as soon as the ball touches your hands and you've secured that, get your eyes up on the rim. Go ahead, shoot the ball. After the ball leaves your hand, follow the flight of the ball. My experience with this is when I see kids shoot a flat shot and then I say, hey, try watching the ball after it leaves your hands, after you shoot. It tends to be a better arc. And optimal arc is 45 to 50 degrees for a basketball shot. And way too many shooters are like 35 to 40. It's kind of a flat shot. And if you watch the ball, if you push your elbow up, it's going to help with your shot arc, and it's going to improve your percentages quite a bit when you're out there on the court. So let's take a look real quick at a couple of drills that you can do to practice a good follow through. So you guessed it, we are going to shoot without the basketball. So Audrey, let's go ahead and back up and let's get into a good 1-2. And we're going to shoot the ball and just keep on doing that. You're going to basically step into the catch. You're going to get into your loaded position, and you are going to jump up and shoot the ball. Okay, when you're shooting the ball, one of the keys is you want to make sure you're going up at the same time, and then that along with the swing is going to give you something called sweep and sway. Okay, hold up for a second. Let's say that you are in a swimming pool. You're submerged in water all the way up to here. You have a ball in your hand. You push it forward. What is going to happen? You are going to naturally, instinctively come up with your foot because you're going to go back and your brain knows I don't want to lose my balance. So you're going to come up with your foot generally. That's a normal biomechanical reaction to accelerating something of weight forward. Also, if you're on a trampoline, same thing. You're up in the air, you're weightless, and you push something forward, naturally you're going to have your shoulders sway back. So let's go ahead and keep going here. What I want you to recognize is something called sweep and sway. If we have all of the timing of the jump up, swing up, push up, generally what's going to happen is when you push that ball out, your feet should sway or sweep forward gently, and your shoulders should sway back gently. Okay, Audrey's trying to, do this pretty quick, and you're moving quite a bit forward, so it's maybe a little more dramatized. But in the air, you're going to see where you're going to be a little bit at an angle where your feet sweep forward and your shoulders sway back. Watch other shooters. Check it out. I'm not really talking high school. There's a lot of high school shooters that don't have great shot form. Watch college players. Watch NBA players. Watch the greatest shooters in the world. You'll understand what I mean if you slow motion it and you see that a lot of times they're on an angle. Most great shooters have sweep and sway, and that's because everything is really set up well with the process of how they shoot the basketball. So let's go ahead and start shooting a few shots. We're going to shoot some regular shots, and then we're going to take a look at some suggestions for a free throw. So we're just going to get a couple shots in here. Again, this is at this point in your shooting workout or your evaluation, you're going to be already, you already focused on 15 other things, and it's real easy to just kind of remind kids, hey, come on down, meet your thumb with your index finger, and remember to follow the flight of the ball with your eyes, drop your offhand when you land. Another thing too is kind of remind yourself that when you shoot the ball and you're holding your follow through before you land, you kind of want your offhand to be in a karate chop position. So that helps keep the ball straight. It's always preferred for you to miss long and short versus missing left and right, and having a good straight offhand is going to help with that. So, all right, let's move you back. Let's see some sweep and sway on your threes. You'll really see when we shoot threes that sweep and sway in action, as long as Audrey's fast with her catch and her shot. All right, so here we got some three-point shots we're shooting here. Audrey's kind of focusing on all of her elements, and we're holding that shooting hand up after the shot. You should see some good sweep and sway with this shot right here. Be confident as a shooter. Go ahead and hold that hand up and be confident. Watch that ball. I hear some swishes. It sounds good, Audrey. So let's take a look at a free throw real quick here. Audrey's set up on the shooting machine, shooting some free throws. We've got it set up to every 8 seconds. That's her timing. Whatever rhythm that you have at the free throw line, most coaches will tell you, whatever the rhythm is, we don't care, but repeat that rhythm time and time and time again. And then when it's time to be in the game and be to the line, go through that rhythm and find your routine. So a couple suggestions here that I'll give players is there is a little nail hole in every gym that is used for marking out the lines when the gym is redone every summer. And that little nail represents the exact center of the rim. So your dominant shooting foot should be right in the center of that nail. So Audrey's a left-handed player, and her left foot is directly behind the center, that center nail hole right there. And then everything is aligned. Whether it's one dribble, two dribbles, three dribbles, spin, just go through that same process. Some of the things I'll talk about with the free throw are that you want to be careful that you're not leaning forward with too much weight on your toes, and you want to make sure that you're having your knees bent before you start your up motion of your shot, and that will help with keeping your shoulders swayed back. If you ever shoot a free throw and you find that you're wanting to step forward, it's usually because you started with your weight too far onto your toes, or you're not putting enough leg or arm swing into that shot. So you increase the arm swing and the leg push, make sure you're balanced. You should find that your shoulders kind of gently sway back after the shot. Same concept here. We do want to hold your follow through initially and then just gently let that offhand drop when it's time, similar to a normal shot. So It takes a lot of free throws to get really good at it, but really your goal in a game is to have shot so many free throws in your life that you don't know how to do it another way. And when you walk up to the line, you could almost do it with your eyes closed. So it takes thousands and thousands of free throws to become a really great free throw shooter. So that sums up the follow-through portion of the shot motion. That'll conclude the series and take care of all the elements of the shooting motion as taught here at Primetime. Audrey, I appreciate you taking the time to come out and help us out and show us all the elements of the follow-through. Good job today. And everyone out there, we will see you on the court.